and now we come to pretty much my favorite little surprise of reviewing everything in this line, and that is the repaints / re-releases of the older molds that I've never got a chance to ever mess with. So here we have today Autobot Clocker, a repaint of Clocker from Transformers Cybertron. Now, another reason why these particular ones that we're going to have in a couple weeks in a row, the reason why I'm holding off is because when I bought these were incomplete. Three out of 4 of them were Cybertron figures, where they have their weapons, but they didn't come with their keys. And one is an energon figure that's missing its missile. To kind of compensate, said he found one Cybertron key, and he sent me that. So prepare to see this key, guys. You're going to be seeing this to activate the gimmicks and these. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look at Clocker. And he's a nice blue and silver little speed car. And first and foremost, the paint on these pipes. Oh, hold on. My focus, I hate you. I'll make it a little bit lighter. There we go. The paint on those pipes is actually really good, and you can still see that paint right here and right here. And it'd be kind of cool if that's the same silver paint that's used through here. I can understand the seats, but for the rest of it, I kind of would like to see that. And as a little speed star car, it does roll really, really good, even though it doesn't really look like he gets any clearance at all. And of course, looking underneath it, you do see his head, but everything else is kind of hidden really good. And of course, Cybertron did have this cyber key gimmick. And the best part is about most of these cyber key gimmicks is that almost all the time they never got in the way, unless you're some of the bigger figures. But for a Clocker, what do you do when you insert your cyber key? Well, boop, it makes a spoiler come up, and you can either leave it up like this, or you can make his guns deploy. See, I love that. A nice little gimmick that does not get in the way. And you can just by putting it back down. And of course, he is in the comics, just like the rest of the rest of the molds that we're seeing, but it's shown either very briefly or has like 2 panels of lines, or shown in like 1 panel just to go, hey, he's technically in the comic. But let's get down to transformation. What? Actually, hold on. Let's get no. Because this paint on this, I don't know what's up with my focus lately, but you can see it, especially on here, that this is actually a metallic blue, a nice shade of metallic blue, actually. Like, it's actually kind of rare when we go into these movie lines. And see, there's that nice silver paint again, and another Autobot symbol. But when you start digging into the movie lines, you start noticing that they use a lot more darker tones of things, as well as there's not that many brightly colored stuff, except for Bumblebee. I mean, everything's either dark or it's darker shades. I mean, I don't mean like it's all browns and stuff, but it's not like when you use a blue, it's a darker shade of blue, and so on and so forth. And I'm looking horrible trying to transform this thing right now. Okay, yeah, we got fit those things all the way out like that. Uh-oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Of course, you just do. But on top of that, I'm excited about last night. I already got Barricade in. And he's next. But anywho, actually, while I'm transforming this, I actually have an update from last week. I actually found out me and a fellow YouTube Transformer YouTube Dalmatian TF, we were doing some serious digging, because when we were looking over the Frenzy and how well painted it was, we were like, there is no way that this was a custom job. This must have been a release. So we dug for about an hour, and then we realized that that barricade was... Oh, you gotta line these 3 panels up. That barricade was part of a box set, one of those Scream Battle box sets, where it came with a little figure of Sam Witwicky, Megan Fox, and then Frenzy. That's why the Frenzy was black, because you're meant to more focus on the Frenzy figure, and technically he's not supposed to come out, but over time that whittles away, and you can take it out. And after you transform him, that same blue is on his chest with that same silver. I mean, the paint job on him is actually really good. The more and more I start toying with these Cybertron figures, the more and more I keep asking myself, like, why haven't I started collecting this yet? I mean, even right now, pure Cybertron figures, I only own a couple, like maybe a handful. But yeah, I'm starting to regret not getting this line. Oh yeah, that's part of the reason. But anywho, well, let's look at Clocker. Let's go ahead and look at. Okay, moving the camera so I can film better. After I killed Clocker, yes. But anywho, let's take a look at what Clocker has to offer via posability. Well, he does have ball joint on the shoulders, but it's weird. It kind of clicks. So he kind of has. Ah! I'm killing him. Don't kill the little boy. He's a little boy in Cybertron. I think that's the only complaint, is that can easily pop out. Did I do everything right? Yeah, I did everything right. It just pops out very easily. Oh, it's because of the pipes. Now, the cool thing is about the actual pipes is that they actually come out. Like, they're not glued. They're not meant to be glued because there's obviously paint under there. So if you really wanted to, you can have them hold like an actual gun. They're loose, but hey. Playability, people, playability. Of course, thanks to the transformation, full 90, full almost 180 on the elbows, ball joint at the hips, and then a kind of 80-ish on the knee. Decent posability, really decent posability for these little guys. I'm really, really stupid for not getting into that line earlier. Now, of course, this thing does have 2 pegs, and of course, is my line that I'm using today for some odd reason. And of course, nope, not saying it. Nope, nope, not saying it. Not saying it. But how to activate? He can activate his gun while he's holding it, and you just do the same thing like he did in vehicle mode. And there he has his little gun. Isn't it cute? That nice little copper detailing on his head too. I mean, there's nothing much more to say. I've gushed about these little guys more and more over the past couple of weeks. Yeah, definitely pick him up if he's like 8 or 10, not even 10. You know, if these guys are like, if you pick them up for, you know, if you guys can pick these up for like around $8 or less, you're getting more than your money's worth. And especially if you can pick them up in a big lot, like I've been saying, I just really say do it. They're nice little desk toys, and there's nothing really bad with them. Most of the time, they come with really good paint. The money they got for doing this movie line is really showing in even some of these repaints. Now, on some repaints, on the other hand, they just repainted them and just threw them out there. That's very apparent. But I'm liking them. I really am. It's a nice little surprise from the line. Now, of course, guys, if you haven't been checking out Wear Reviews, please check those out. And, of course, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.